So we just reacted to Mad by TX2 featuring Ice Nine Kills, and I made some allusions to why I don't like TX2 and why I don't like Evan in particular.
Also, what is this?
So I gave some allusions, or not allusions, but I gave a couple spoilers as to why I don't like Evan and I don't like TX2. So my main problem with TX2 and Evan is because of the fact that, okay, the songs that I've heard, and you know what? I gave his ass a chance. I was actually one of the people on TikTok who was like in the comments section, and like, you know, he was getting hate messages. He was getting, you know, hate in the comments. I was defending him for a while.
Okay.
You know, and then all of a sudden I heard a trend. And the trend that I heard is him ripping off other artists. Now, I know we had this same, you know, we've all had this discussion. If you were born, you know, before the year fucking, you know, 2004, you know, we've all had this discussion about Black Veil Brides and Avenged Sevenfold and, you know, a couple other bands and shit like that. But with Evan, it's actually becoming a problem. Okay, and my problem is that, like, so he has a song, god damn it, what's it called? I think it's called Black Wedding, if I'm not mistaken. TX2. Yeah, I'm looking you up on Spotify. Give me a fucking second, dickhead.
For years, I guess. Plays.
So, yeah, Black Wedding. And Black Wedding is... Okay, so a lot of that song is basically the same thing as I'm Not a Vampire by Falling in Reverse. And he had another song. This one I don't remember the name of because it made me mad. I made a TikTok about this, and it got reported, and, you know, I had to appeal the takedown of it because Evan. That song was literally the cadence, the guitar riff, the drum beats, everything was Beaten in Lips by Beartooth.
Okay.
So the consistent thing that I'm hearing from Evan is that there's nothing original about him at all, whatsoever. And then, you know, he goes on TikTok and he'll make a video basically saying, like, okay, you know, and again, you know, like, if we have to, you know, kind of censor ourselves a little bit, I'll go ahead and do that. But, you know, he'll make, you know, a video saying that, you know, like, it's just crazy to me that, you know, like, I would release a song talking about this, that, or the other, and you guys will say that I'm ripping this off, ripping that off, but at the end of the day, I'm just writing a song about the time I tried to unalive myself or whatever, and all this shit. And I'm like, okay, so you're using mental health as an excuse to rip off other bands because you've been called out multiple times and you keep fucking doing it. And even the song that we just listened to sounded familiar.
I mean, so I would have to see all the examples to.
Okay.
No, we're not doing that. We're not.
I mean, we can.
No, we'll do that another time.
All right. I mean, I was just gonna play clips, but
fair. I would have to compare and contrast.
Yeah.
Because some of the songs you named off that he ripped off, like, I've never actually listened to either.
That's fair. That's fair.
The thing that I was always told with music, and this is going to sound like a defense, but also there is a way to cross that line, is that originality and riffs and, like, songwriting ideas and all that, it's pretty much gone now. We've hit a point to where there's no such thing as a completely original song, but you can't rip it off note for note. How many times have we tried to write a song to where, like, we get to a point and it's like, oh, fuck, that riff sounds just like that. We tend to steer away from it. Sometimes we come back to it. Obviously, you can't take a song note for note. You can't take the same cadence. You can't do all that. You got to do something a little different at least, and that doesn't mean just throwing a different vocal line over top of it. But it is unavoidable to think you're going to write a song that's completely original anymore.
And you know what? I will 100% give you an example of that. So, all right, this is a deep cut for my TikTok followers. All right, back in the day, fucking 2 years ago. Back when I was beefing with Chris, you know,
Sure.
YouTube people who just fucking found us. I had a TikTok beef with Chris Taylor Brown from Trapped. Don't talk to me, Chris. We're good now. Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, shut up, bitch.
I'm not on your side.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Keep talking, bitch. No, so I wrote a diss track about Chris. It's still up on my YouTube channel, and I'll link it in the description, whatever. So the original beat that we were going to use for that, that Mikey sent me, sounded like what was it? Was it a Nicki Minaj song, or was it a Cardi B song? Was it WAP?
No,
it wasn't WAP.
It was
Bodak Yellow.
Yeah,
by Cardi B.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like, and we had to check ourselves. Yeah, we had to check ourselves on that because, like, you motherfuckers already told me I sounded like Tom McDonald, so you can go fuck yourselves for that. But
I kind of see it.
What?
We're not gonna get into Tom.
I kind of hear it.
He's a decent rapper. Anyway. Yeah, so like I got shit for sounding like Tom in my cadence and stuff like that, and we had to change the beat because it sounded like Cardi B's Bodak Yellow beat, and so I understand that. But there's a difference between correlation and causation. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm using that correctly.
Yeah, close enough.
So basically what I'm trying to say is that, if you do it once and you're just like, oh shit, that sounds way too close, and you change it, that's one thing. When you do it multiple times, that's a pattern, and that shows a pattern of you're not able to actually incorporate other shit.
That's fair. I'll agree with you on that one. Again, like I said, I don't know the examples. I'd have to see them next time we're sitting around bullshitting. I'd show me. That's fine.
Yeah, 100%.
A little bit too much for discussion video, but I would go over that with you. And I just wanted to point out that it is impossible not to rip off something.
And I 100% agree with that. At some point, if the comment section is telling us to do a part 2, then we'll do a part 2 where you and all three of us sit down and we'll compare and contrast a couple things that TX2 has done versus other bands. But my problem is that he's been called out so many fucking times, especially when it comes to his social media presence, because all he does now, he just Chris Taylor Browns and talks shit. He's just like fucking. Okay. He gets on TikTok, Instagram, whatever, and somebody's just like, "Dude, you ripped off this song," whatever, and he's just like, "I have 1 million streams," and the rest of us are just like, "We don't give a fuck, dude."
That's not what I said.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Like,
fair enough.
This song has 1 million streams. Yeah, so does the song you ripped off, dickhead. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I've left comment, and right now my big problem is that he can't deal with people calling him out, so he's going through. I don't know if it's him or his management or whoever, but you need to fucking stop. All right, they're deleting comments that are negative out of Instagram and TikTok and every other social media this motherfucker has. They're deleting comments. Now, you've seen my TikTok. You've seen the videos that I have that have 10, 20, 30, 100,000 views.
Oh, you have a TikTok?
I do have a TikTok. Brandon Vicariant, follow.
Yeah.
I have a question real quick.
Yes, what is your question?
Did anybody else hear at the end of his stop?
Yeah, that was on purpose. Yeah. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah. So, shit. Yeah, I have. I only have like I think I have like 97, almost 9,800 followers on TikTok right now. But I have videos that are pretty far up there in terms of views, and I have tons of fucking hate comments. And you know what I do? I go through my folded comments and I approve them.
Fair.
Because I want everybody's opinion to be fucking relevant to what I'm saying and what I'm doing.
Well, he can't handle that, clearly. Or his management can, or they're trying to do a number boost or whatever it is.
And that's the problem, okay? Hate comments still get you more views.
Yeah, that's fair.
And even then, like, I'm not telling you what to do, but...
we just watched this video, so...
Fair enough. Fucking... so basically my problem is that, you can't handle hate. Even if it's getting you more views, why the hell are you doing this? Why are you going through and you're like, people want to say their opinion about your music. Like, I'll be fucking surprised if, our reaction to this song doesn't get flagged for something because, he posts something about it,
Oh.
Like, genuinely, this man cannot handle people who do not like him or his music, even though he has been consistently ripping off other people and consistently problematic throughout everything he's doing.
Okay.
Like, he goes out of his way to, like, you know, call out certain groups of people, but then he's a fucking asshole to everybody else. And people who disagree with him, he's just like, I have more streams than you. I have this. I have that. And I'm just like, who gives a fuck?
Fair. I will look into him.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I'll even call it. Hopefully people in the comments will pop up and say that they want that part 2 that we were talking about. I'm saying let's do it anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. We can do that.
Yeah, at some point. Let me look into it. Because if that's the case, then yeah, fuck that guy. The song, though. The song was cool.
Song was hard.
Probably had more to do with Ice Nine Kills than him, but it was solid.
Okay, so I didn't see... This is one thing that I have to say. I did not see anybody other than Spencer from Ice Nine Kills in that video.
No.
I might be tripping, but I only saw Spencer Chanas, so I don't know why they didn't just say featuring Spencer Chanas of Ice Nine Kills.
Because I mean, he is Ice Nine Kills, right? Basically.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, also,
I don't want to piss off Ice Nine Kills, but
yeah, no. So that's well, that kind of goes to that like attention grabby thing that you were talking about. You're not going to put Spencer Chanas because not everybody knows. Like I knew his name was Spencer. I didn't know his last name.
Yeah,
but I know Ice Nine Kills.
And that's fair, but I mean, like, you know, Hero by Nickelback is it Nickelback or Chad Kroeger? Is that one of his solos, or is it
Nickelback?
Okay, it's Nickelback.
With
so, like,
Josie.
Yeah.
With Josie.
Yeah, like fucking, you know, that song just says
Shout out
featuring
Josie.
Josie Scott. It's one of the most streamed, you know, songs on Nickelback and Saliva.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know. That's not pertaining to my dislike for Evan. That's just something that
pertains to his love for Josie.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I fucking love Josie Scott. That dude's a badass.
He is
And
fun,
actually,
fun guy.
wasn't that one just Chad? Because it was Chad and Josie for like Spider-Man 2 or some shit soundtrack.
Well, I mean,
it
got used on.
It got used on Spider-Man, but was
it on one of the albums or was it for that fucking soundtrack?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Oh God, I think it was Chad. I think it was his solo project with Josie Scott. Almost positive about that. But while he's looking that up, I'm gonna give one more thing about. Oh God, the beer's getting me burping. Shit!
Drink
All right,
slower
here we go. There
or
we
faster.
go. No.
Y'all now.
One more thing about TX2. Again,
Here
Evan,
we go.
and I'm speaking directly to you.
Oh.
I defended you for a long time. I really did. I was in your comments section. You can go back to your old fucking videos, dude. I was in your comments section making videos, or not videos, but I was making comments defending you. I'm almost positive that I made a video about you, dude. Like, I'm almost positive, unless I never posted it and it's in my drafts on TikTok, I'm pretty sure I made a video defending you, defending your music, and you let me down. And now, you know, you're letting me down, dude. You're really letting me down. You know, you're ripping off other people. You know, you're fucking just trying to be cringy for the sake of being cringy. You know, you're doing all this stupid shit, hoping that it'll, you know, get you closer to the top, but if you're not genuinely being you, that's not the point, okay? And you're trying to reframe the whole point of being in a rock or metal band. And that's not what you're supposed to do. I'm not saying to conform to the genre. I'm just saying stop trying to go so fucking far. It's insane. It's genuinely insane. My algorithm on TikTok just shows me this dude all the fucking time. And every single time it's like him on stage, he's just like, I'm going to call this shit out. I'm going to call that out. It's like, dude, fucking call out people instead of stuff. Okay? Genuinely. Like, that's going to make more of an impact. That's going to get more people on your side. If you're trying to change the whole subgenre that you're trying to go for, you're the asshole. Do we disagree?
No, that's fair. I'm curious to know more, so I can share your level of hatred.
Yeah, no, I'll send you some shit, and I'll send you some shit. We'll do part 2 for this discussion.
We'll do part 2.
Because
Also,
this is like an in-depth thing.
Backtracking a little bit. Yeah, was not written by Nickelback. It was totally Chad Kroeger
And Josie Scott.
and Josie Scott, specifically written for the Spider-Man theme track.
That song goes so fucking hard.
But
Full
also,
disclosure,
I'm pretty sure they play it live now anyway. But still,
Oh, I mean, Josie played it live.
Josie just did.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I didn't make
again,
that one. All right.
Full disclosure: Josie Scott, the original voice of Saliva, he came to the machine shop in Flint, Michigan, and our friends, and I'm gonna shout them out. I don't give a fuck. Our friends in the band Riding with Killers opened up for him, and Taylor, the lead singer of Riding with Killers, sang "Hero" on stage with Josie Scott, and that was badass. Josie, I love you.
That's pretty sick.
RWK, I fucking love you. Taylor, Chris,
Also
Jed.
You know what? Fuck
Jed,
that.
you're bald. All three of you, I love you.
Get him. You know what? Try to throw the shirt. I'll stand up for it. Bang.
Oh, he is wearing the shirt.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
yeah, he's
go.
wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
No, those guys are badass.
Shout out,
Definitely
boys.
check 'em out.
RWK all day. We fucking love those boys.
Honestly, you've probably heard of them before you heard of us. They're blowing up quick.
Yeah, they are,
they're-
seriously.
They're gonna keep shooting up there. So
Hostility. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, we'll do a part 2 to this once I educate these boys a little bit more. With that being said, we will catch you on the next one, and we have been Vicariant.
peace.
Get on there.